see the problem here? You didn't see the problem. The mayor has to give permission for all the checks, all the invoices. You don't see the problem?
What I tell you, I really believe I see what's going on is that with the situation going on with money, and I'm going to be honest with you, and the statement was made that we were taking the money, she's covering her butt, so to speak. So if she's in doubt, she should inquire as to the funds being distributed. And I can understand that. I don't think it's so much that she's trying to figure out where every nickel dollar is going, but if she's unsure, then she's doing the right step to ask for it. But some questions we make an actually settle without bringing them before council is what I'm trying to say.
Our next order of business is old business. We have on the agenda A, adopt Georgia Fund 1 resolution. We're open for discussion.
Madam Mayor, may I ask a question? I feel, my contention that it's really useless to keep that fund there in the Georgia one. There's only $5,300 in that fund now, so if there's a legal signature on that fund right now, we need to just transfer that, to our general fund and just close that fund out and be through with it,
Just see, my problem with this is our state's open. With all that's going on, what I call that Secretary of State's office, there have been money transferred out of that fund, huge humps of money. And I was instructed by that Secretary of Treasury that the only person authorized to offer the transfer was me. And I let her know straight up, I have not authorized any transfer except one. When Mr. Warner wrote the $10,000 to bill and I wrote that note, that's the only one that I authorized. And she said, if we close this account, we will not have a ledger or a paper trail once this account is closed. There is $5,000 in that account is going interest very little. But until we get some things resolved and find out what's going on with the money situation, as far as I'm concerned with the audit going on, this is not a good time to close any account.
Got to expand on that a little bit.
What do you mean?
What is the audit plan on that?
Mr. Edith, I will not sit here and talk about what the audit plan. We know the officer has been locked out and coming in here. But I'll pass this on to you. I talked to Bill this evening. Bill instructed me and I quote him. What he said to me today was, I need to get in 2 weeks. I need 2 weeks to come down to City Hall to finish up this audit. Because there are some very suspicious and disturbing transactions that have taken place. Now, without revealing what was going on, that's what he said, and that's what I'm telling you. And you all got calls and all, you can call me yourself. But right now, it's not a good time to be closing any account. Not with my name on it. If I close this account, which I was told I was the only one can do it, I have a problem with closing something that I had authorized to be open in the first place. My name was on there, but I had no dealing with this account. And there have been money because I looked at the ledger. There has been money transferred. And for me to close it right now is not a good idea because the paper trail is not good. Until the auditor can look at it or somebody look at this and we get to the bottom of what's going on, the account will not be closed if I have to close.
Okay, 4 months and he hadn't done anything before now?
He's been working up there basically too, and he's been requesting information. What we need to do is allow him to come to City Hall, work with him, and allow him to complete the audit. The problem we're having is everybody's supposed to sign where's the money. That's a good question. The audit is very much lenient when the attorney for the concerned citizen states to the county that we are on the verge of bankruptcy. Now, if we're on the verge of bankruptcy, we need to know what's going on with the money. Now, he made that statement. And he ended in the courtroom by saying, yes, we are on the verge of bankruptcy because the mayor and certain of her council members have been living frivolously or whatever, or just spending the city money. So if we're on the verge of bankruptcy, we need a report. And as concerned citizen state on the poster, where's the money? I want to know too. So let's let the audit do this thing. We have a choice. If we want to disengage here, that's fine. But we need to engage somebody to come here to complete this audit. We've got too far in the process to stop right now.
I know we all signed and volunteered to be on the all people committee. And I thought if we just more or less over that committee, you know, keep the matter what you're going on.
Count, excuse me, they can't hear you on this end.
Well, I ain't got a microphone, so I try to talk loud so everybody can hear me. But my interest in this is, I didn't realize that one council person could make a decision on any of those things that we got each one of us look at. I didn't know. I thought the council had to make have a meeting and talk about and vote on anything like that. I didn't know one person had that authority to close the open account and that. I might be wrong, I am.
And you're not wrong, Scott. I didn't know that either. I didn't know that either, but when I talked to the woman at the office, she told me that. She said, Mr. Reeves, be it known that you are the only individual that's on this account that can authorize transferring money and closing this account. And I should tell you something, man, I had authorized nobody to transfer not one dime. And I will admit, the note that I wrote her to pay the auditor so we could get this thing going, that's the only one I said. I asked in the meeting, could we get $10,000 out of Missouri and pay the auditor? And Mr. Wallace said to me, you need to write me a note for that. And I did. It was not threatened. It's been in the paper. And so we need to get to the bottom. And I was not issuing my name to say close an account. I want to know what's going on with the account. I'm the one standing there saying, they saying I had authorization. I didn't know that either. But once I learned that, then I said, hey, we're going to get a handle on this. Because whatever went on, I want to know myself because I'm involved with it. And I ain't authorized nobody to move any money. And we're not talking about $5,000 or $10,000 either.
Before the end of last year, how many other people were on that signature besides you? I understand that the previous, could I ask Mr. Brown who was on it before?
Sure, well here it is right here, the original.
Could I see it please, ma'am?
Well, here's all the things.
Y'all give me just one second. The ones that were on it.
Me, the man from 42, I saw.
Okay. Before the first of the year.
Nope. She sent me a copy of it. I was throwing that on March, sometime in March of 2013. It was changed. Some of the accounts were changed or something.
It was changed, it came directly out of the general fund account instead of being deposited straight to the general fund savings where it originally set up. Instead of having to make an extra transfer each time, we had to put it for it to go directly to the general fund checking account to save itself.
But when you say we, who are you? Who are we?
The mayor Turner, you and me signed it.
No, we signed it, but I didn't know what y'all were doing as far as the transfer. I'm not gonna say that. I did not know y'all were transferring.
That, you read it, I mean, you that read it, signed it, that's all I can say.
Yeah, that's exactly what it says, but you can tell you something.
That's all.
My name is there, but I have not authorized nobody to transfer no money.
We don't have to if one of the other ones do it.
Well, but we feel it, I feel it was the ones that transferred it, let them close. I didn't authorize nobody to transfer, so I'm not authorizing nobody to close.
That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Good. But the record shows that you, Mayor Turner, and Ms. Brown were all on that, and any money that was moved before the end of the year, back to the last 8 to 10 years, when the council voted to move all that money, then they
We voted as a council as a whole.
We certainly did.
Okay, I got no problem with that. As a whole, the council voted. But as an individual, make sure it's the record reflect that I did not, as an individual, authorize one penny to be transferred to any account.
Any further discussion? Well, I'll for recommendation.
what do we need to do now, Madam Mayor? I mean, we need to put a few signatures on it just to keep it going, or just leave it just with Mr. Reeson or Ms. Brown?
Right about now, my recommendation would be that we just table this
Okay.
until, further, you know,
Chief, you do have the card, right?
Yes, we have the card on the equipment.
We're going through this service again. When we get the service in a good individual, when they run up the service, the city needs to pay. We shouldn't be having to go through this. And this is the reason why this city is messed up right now. We got money, we ain't got money. We bankrupt, we got plenty of money. We paid the bill, we didn't pay the bill. That's why we need an audit, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know where all the money is. I don't know where the money is. I don't know where every account the city has been. I do know I counted 19 accounts. We need to get out and review these accounts and see what we need to consolidate, do away with some. Some have been dormant for years. Those are the ones that need to be closed. Not to after we look at what has transpired through those accounts. And the auditor has been requesting this information, we can't get it.
So, do we have enough money allocated to pay for this car? It's already been
Well,
paid.
yes, ma'am,
Well,
that's squash.
It's in the squash, the money in the squash.
Okay.
Fire and police come out squash. I make a motion, we pay that invoice for the police car at this time.
I second the motion.
All in
Please
favor?
sign the check tonight, please.
Please. All right. All in favor? Any opposed? Our next item on the agenda is the city attorney's contract.
Now, like I said, terminate any contract with the city attorney.
Motion has been made and second that we terminate the contract with the city attorney.
Discussion. He does not have a contract. Now, he works strictly for, you know, the council, we approve it and everything, and we can end it, but, you know, it doesn't have to, it doesn't have to have a contract. What say you?
Any further discussion? Motion has been made and second. We take a vote. All in favor?
May be a roll call vote, please. Question by name.
Start.
Terry Reese, yes.
Go ahead.
Terry Eda abstain.
Resident is no.
Council. Mrs. Tyson.
No.
Yes. Yes. Council Dean.
No.
I take the vote. Yes.
Can't vote. According to the city charter, has to be 3-3 tie for the mayor to vote.
Section 322 of the chart. Section 322.
You have your charter, Council.
Power and duty of mayor as the chief executive of this city. The mayor shall see that all laws and orders of the city are faithfully executed, appoint and remove for cause with confirmation of appointment or removal by the council. All officers, department heads, and employees of the city except otherwise provided in the charter.
Wrong section.
So what we call
Attorney.
Go ahead. Read that name.
Hang on just a second. What's one,
Let me read that. Section 8. Section 8 of the charter. The mayor, as he started off with section 3.22, powers and duties of mayor. As the chief executive officer of the city, the mayor shall continue to read, council reads section 8.
what section are we in? 322. 322A. Participate in the discussion of all matters brought before the city council and vote on such matters only in the case of a tie vote, except that the mayor may vote in all elections for officers who are elected by the city council in impeachment or removal proceedings, whether there is a tie or not.
If you think the attorney is an officer?
Still have to look for 412. It says the city attorney is appointed by the council and serves at the pleasure of the council. It takes 4 votes. The mayor is not included in the vote.
Council, would you read 4.12? Council reads, I'm sorry. Read 4.12.
The city shall appoint a city attorney who shall be a member of the State Bar of Georgia, who shall have actually practiced law for at least 1 year. The city attorney shall serve at the pleasure of the city council.
Right there.
This,
Okay, read on.
the city attorney shall be responsible for representing and defending the city in all litigations in which the city is a party, may be the prosecuting officer in the municipal court, shall attend the meetings of the council as directed, shall advise the city council, mayor, and other officers and employees of the city concerning legal aspects of the city affairs, and shall perform such other duties as may be required of him by virtue of his position as city attorney. The city council shall provide for the compensation of the city attorney.
All right, now there's seriously difference between 4.12, read section 3.15. Council reads.
Read what now?
Section 3.15.
Voted, except that authorized provided in subsection D of this section. 4 council members shall constitute a quorum and shall be authorized to transact the business of the city council. Voting on the adoption of ordinance shall be by voice vote, and the vote shall be recorded in the journal. But any member of the city council shall have the right to request a roll call vote, and such vote shall be recorded in the journal. Except as otherwise provided in this charter, the affirmative vote of 4 council firm shall be required to adopt any ordinances, resolution, or motion.
Would you like to say something between the council?
You made a motion,
Right.
requires 4 votes.
We got to count the mayor vote.
That's fine, the mayor can't vote, she didn't vote.
Well, if the mayor can't vote, then how can we have a quorum with 3 people in the mayor? That wouldn't have been a quorum.
You heard
Ask a question.
You gotta open
I
the
didn't hear
meeting.
you, council, excuse me. What was that question?
I say if the mayor cannot vote, how could they have been a quorum with 3 meeting with you in that situation?
Voting having a quorum have nothing to do with each other.
The council, we've been told by higher up and outside this council, that the mayor has a vote.
I'm sorry, what you say?
We've been told by others in GMA, they have directed us that the mayor has a vote in matters pertaining to the city. She can cast a vote.
You certainly didn't. Not as a member of the council.
She is considered a member of the council per se then.
No. If that's the case, and she's a part of the council, Mr. Reese, there's been multiple violations of Open Meetings Act because her own attorney stood up in court and said she was not. He argued for hours that she was not.
But your attorney said she
No,
could
her
vote.
attorney.
But yours said she could vote, or the concerned sister said she could vote.
Well, I don't know what the concern
You
was.
that Mr. Bone, he said she could vote, she is considered a member of the council.
Well, look, let me just say this. Y'all do what you want to. I don't own this job. If you got 4 votes, I'm fine, I'm gone. 4 votes for that mayor. But it doesn't settle one other thing. Y'all still owe money up to the point that I do get terminated. And I told you that last time, and nothing's happened. So what's going to happen, regardless of how this all comes out, I'm going to have to enforce my right to get paid.
You know what, Mr. Flynn, you got a right to get paid, you're not denying that.
You have so far.
You submitted a $20,000 invoice to be paid.
Right.
That's a lot of money.
Well, Mr. Baskett submitted twice that. You're
He submitted he did not submit that for 1 month. That was over a period of time.
That's since the end of February. You need to read the statement.
Mr. Boone, you got a check for $7,500 and $900 in the month of March.
March the 3rd. That's
I
the
know
last
they did
payment.
that.
That's the last payment.
So the $20,000, what's that payment for?
That's March, April, and May. You got the invoices. Why don't you read them? Listen, here's what you got, Mr. Reese.
I don't think you give me anything,
And I'm going to give it to you anyway.
Okay, let me get back. Let us get back to order.
Well, he's made a statement. You know, he doesn't know what I bill for. I want to explain that, man. You got 4 EEOC complaints. You just had a federal lawsuit filed by Mr. Chinholster. You just had another, you got the citizen suit
But,
against the mayor. You got the whistleblower suit filed by the clerk.
Let me say this, I know you're naming that the EEOC, those are the ones that are under this administration, the Shinhos and all the others. We're not a part of this, and it's coming under this, I understand that, but I have nothing to do with that.
I'm not saying who did or didn't. You got the Secretary of State investigation for election fraud.
Attorney Boone,
You got the Attorney General investigation for open meeting. Yes, ma'am.
right now, the motion has been made and seconded that effective immediately tonight, you're no longer the city attorney.
Well, that's fine. You got 4 votes. I'll accept that.
Mine makes you full vote.
But I don't think that's good.
Everybody, don't be quiet.
Attorney,
Luana, can you get me a copy of those minutes so I can forward them to Mr. Ritter?
This right here?
Yes, ma'am.
That's all we like.
we've accepted the motion that you are no longer an accepted. Motion has been seconded that effective tonight, you are no longer a city attorney. Well, the next item for
Let me ask a question, Mayor.
the motion has been made and seconded.
I understand that. I'm trying to help you if you'll listen to me. I can't just quit doing stuff. I've got piles of documents in my office. There has to be somebody to turn this information over to.
You will turn that immediately over to the office tomorrow.
Whose office?
The mayor's
No, I'll turn it over to the city attorney.
Well,
Rules of ethics, I
I
have.
have a motion that we give the mayor the authority to appoint an interim, so we can advertise.
Says council appoints the city attorney.
Excuse me,
We need to appoint, make some kind of appointment.
and we have a second. You might want to say it. Second. All in favor?
I think we make an appointment tonight.
All in favor that we make a, appointment of an attorney to fill that role. Authorizing me as the mayor. We've been, motion has been made and second. All in favor? Then she can't hear you.
What was the motion? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Since the document that the present attorney has to be turned over to another attorney, I make the motion that we appoint a new interim tonight. Since it has to be an attorney, he turns his paper over. That's the motion that I make.
Let me just add to that, the reason. The reason for that is there has to be some continuity. I'm not trying to screw up the city operation. I want there to be a smooth transition. By the same token, I have an obligation just not to come down to City Hall and dump a bunch of documents on the mayor's desk.
We understand that.
And the second thing is, it's gonna take some time for whoever this person is to get them up to speed. I don't intend to do that for 3 years.
We don't expect you to.
Well,
Restart.
must have so far, because I haven't paid for 3 months.
You know, it's no longer that one kind, we've already got a check. Why haven't you been paid?
I asked the same question last time. I don't know. Except the mayor's controlled clerk, she wasn't authorizing invoice, which is not authorized on the chart either.
You know, like,
And all things said, that I want to bring before council, have council look at this. Because I know I've not had your assistance aiding me as mayor.
I disagree with that, Mayor, respectfully, I disagree.
We don't want to get into that.
Well, you brought it up, I want to get into it, you make a statement. I've
Council,
got books and books of things where I've tried to.
Attorney Boone.
Excuse me.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, just, y'all just vote to pay me, we'll be fine. I'll get out of here.
Not a problem, I think we can.
I can't hear. They can't hear.
I vote that we pay a very vote.
We have one motion on the floor we never voted on. Your motion to do an attorney.
What's the deal with this? Our motion is Barbara second.
All in favor?
Roll call vote.
Roll call vote.
Terry, yes.
Terry E. abstain.
Yes.
Presidential look.
Mayor Lewis, yes.
No.
Now we get back to the authorized.
y'all gonna authorize this for May 15th?
Yes, that's the motion. Attorney Boone, the motion now, recommended that Attorney Boone, $20,000 invoice.
Well, plus any extra fees in the transition.
Thank you.
Can I get a motion?
20,000 plus transition fees. 20,000 plus transition fees.
You may
I
say,
am. And I told you.
go ahead.
I would like to know how much is the transition fee.
You didn't look at it.
Y'all got 7 or 8 open lawsuits. We've got 10 or 12 open files, multiple things going on in the file. And so, I don't know. understand too, about this transition, that there's a deposition scheduled 28 with Ms. Brown in her official capacity as city clerk, which she needs to get counsel, needs to provide legal counsel for her for that deposition.
All right, get a motion that was made now. Second, okay, council, so just second.
Yeah.
Just say,
Everybody say it needs to be paid.
all right, that was $20,000 plus any transition fee.
So the invoice may be a little more than 20 because I've been doing work since the invoice was sent.
You said make it more than 20. So, come up, council, if you all here, Council Whipple.
How much work are we talking about in minus transition? So if it's not 20 minus transition, how much money we talking about?
I couldn't imagine it being a whole lot more than maybe $1,000.
About 1,000, you said.
Probably no more than 2,500. Yes.
You all heard what he said. So it's now before council.
I will say no more than 25, and I'll stick with that plus the
20,000.
20, no more than 2,500 more plus the transition. I probably had your invoice.
Now, me and my motion, 22,000 plus transition,
22,000.
plus transition. But also, like to see the invoice.
How much transition? How much
We voted to pay him to terminate his contract with the city.
I don't have a contract.
You got that?
You got that, how much you want to pay? He's saying 20,000 plus. Plus 2,500, that, he'll accept that, 2,500. With the 20,000. So, do I have a motion? Council?
I made the motion there.
No. Do I have a second, 25? Say 2,500.
I want to address, Mayor, can I say one more thing? I want to address the fact, and I'm not ashamed to address the gap actually orders as long as we can get it. On my personal level, I don't trust this. That's me. I'm speaking for me. Because when I get a lawsuit for this city and my name in there, and Mr. Boone said I talked to him, blah, 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 and he only presented one side, I got a side too. Now, I know what transpired with some conversations we had. I'm speaking on my side. I cannot work with people I don't trust. In 19 years, I have never called to ask any legal advice from Mr. Boone. Now we get these calls, get legal advice. Everything we say to get the information to move the city forward is thrown against us. It's open meeting violation. You shouldn't have done it. You harassed us. I have not harassed anybody. That's not my name. And I don't appreciate reading in a lawsuit, you harass somebody. Why not get my side before you do the lawsuit? You're the attorney that represents the city. not half of it.
All right.
And I don't appreciate that. That's my standard, that I cannot work with people that I cannot trust.
As liaison, thank you, Councilman. Streets, Council Whipple.
Do you believe the council followed the city charter tonight?
No, sir, we did not. To my opinion, we did not.
And in what ways would you say that happened?
I've been on council for over 30 years. The mayor has never voted on any of the things unless it's a tie. And that's what the charter says, and that's what I stand by.
Okay. All right, thank you, Councilman. Appreciate it.
Mr. Eady, can I ask you a question?
Certainly.
It seems to me that you are very informed. And my question is that why do you think, I know you can't answer for other people, it seems like to me you have the more knowledge of the council members. What do you think maybe the breakdown? They're not reading the charter, they don't understand the charter? What do you think that problem may be?
Mr. Ryan, I'm not positive exactly where the problem is. I do know that a lot of them have not kept up with the budget monthly like I do. I don't think they read their yearly budget and keep up with it line by line like I do. Each one of us gets a statement once a month that comes to us through the city clerk. And I myself get what I call a financial printout of every check that goes out. And each check is written on a specific account. And I can sit down at my house and go through all of those, and I can see where the money goes. Each check that's written, the next line item under it, reduces by that amount. So at the bottom of each page, or the bottom as you go through, the money shows where it's going out, And I do pride myself in keeping up what goes on in the city of Gordon. I have been here, as I just stated, almost 30 years now. So,
Councilman Eady, you feel pretty confident that the city financial records are pretty straight, would you say?
I do.
I can tell the way you talk tonight, I really believe that you believe that they're pretty straight.
I really do. And if they're any otherwise, I would very much like for somebody to come to this table and sit down with us, mayor, council, and tell us where they think that money's at, or what happened, and why they think there's money missing, I just accounted for over $2 million that was in that one fund, Georgia One Fund account,
Okay, Mr. Councilman Eady, I have another question, and it may be a little more pointed, and I'm sure you can answer because I think you do a good job of answering the question. But the question is, I've been doing this for a long time, and I have never seen a mayor pro tem to take a stand in opposition to a mayor. So you must feel very strongly about what you believe. Am I correct?
Yes, sir, I do. Now, until the mayor is absent of this meeting, I am not mayor pro tem. The only time I'm mayor pro tem is in the absence of the mayor.
Absolutely.
Any other time, all I am is a council.
Right, that is true.
I'm one of 6 and on this council, and the mayor.
You put a job on this stuff.
And as we go through, I try to listen to everything that everybody says. At this floor, on this floor, or out on the street. And I try to give them as educated an answer as I can by what I know, whether it's by the charter, or whether it's by the financial figures, or whether it's by the sunshine law, or whether it's by the elected officials code that we go by. We're a city of ethics. A lot of people don't understand that we are. When we elected to be a city of ethics, our mayor, previous mayor, and council members signed on to it. But the city continues to be in that city of ethics program. All of these council members now and the mayor have to be in it too, because our city is designated a city of ethics. You can check with the state of Georgia. We're classified as a city of ethics. A city of ethics resolution and amended ordinance is filed with them. And it lifts our council and mayor to a higher standard than a regular city council. We sign it, and we date it when we signed on to it, and we are saying that we'll operate our city at the highest ethics that you can, above what normally would take place.
Okay.
If you read the ethics you know, ordinance under the state of Georgia. You can look it up, gmanet.com.
And you feel like that has been followed here because you've been on council a long time. You feel like that has been complied with, am I correct?
I do not. Not lately, I do not.
Not lately, okay,
No,
but
sir.
before then, you feel pretty
Before
comfortable.
then, I feel like we were following it pretty close.
Pretty close,
You know,
okay.
there'd be some times you may veer from it.
But you
we-
feel comfortable with it?
I did.
Okay. Now, my final question is, I look at this council for the few times I've been coming over here, and it seems like to me, and it don't trouble me, but I do have questions. Why is it that other council members seem unable to offer a motion? Very seldom, you mostly always get it done. And I respect you because if nobody else do it, you got to do it, and the affairs of the city got to go on. So I commend you for that, but what do you think, you know, you don't have answers on that?
Mr. Rhines, I couldn't answer that.
Okay.
I mean, I wished I could. I mean, as you said earlier,
Yeah.
I am outspoken.
Yes, sir.
And I feel that I should be outspoken because I represent all the citizens of this town, black and white.
Right.
Over the years, you can go out in our community and you can talk to the black community or the white community. It doesn't matter. I've saved a little black child before myself. I go to fires at houses anywhere, you know, as a fire chief. I respond. Medical emergencies. Councilman Reese, I went to his house just recently and helped him during a medical emergency. You know, stay there, helped get him put in the ambulance. I have been to his house for his wife before. I mean, I do this because I love my community. I was born and raised. I've never lived over a mile from where I was born.
Mr. Edith, I want to thank you a lot. Thank you for commenting. Some people wouldn't have done it. Thank you very much.
Sir, sir, I hope you
God made mothers to be angels.